Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the Intro to Astrology 101 for the sign of Sagittarius. So I was just in the middle of your sign and the camera cut off, so sorry about that. So I'm just going to start anew. Let's get this going. So the Sagittarius is the 9th planet. Not true. Sagittarius is the 9th sign in the zodiac. Your planet is Jupiter. It's the planet of expansion and luck. It's also the sign of the philosopher. So you're very philosophical and interested in higher learning. Your 9th house ruled, of course, that is ongoing institutions. So medical, legal, philosophical, even religious institutions. So the beginning and the sort of structure behind philosophy and religion. Not necessarily the practice of religion, like Pisces, or the experience of, say, the Gnostic experience, but it's the reading component, the learning component of religion and spiritual experience. Body part ruled by Sagittarius, of course, are the legs and the thighs. A lot of Sagittarius people love to dance, love to watch dancing, or very, very sporty, not necessarily competitive, but just interested in sports and running and moving and activity. So I do have some notes here in front of me, and I am looking at a book. Everything that I'm referencing is in the description box below. Of course, I've been looking at astrology for over 30 years now, and this is just an introduction into some of the major themes to your sun sign. Your symbol is the centaur with the archery practicing centaur. So basically you're always climbing and you're always seeking. So we all know the goat is always climbing, and its sign, it rules in terms of glyphs, it rules Capricorn. So you have that, I'm always seeking, I'm always climbing, but it's less about public appearance and less about status as it is about your own personal philosophy and mental and intellectual development. And you're going to have a good time doing it. You're very exuberant about, very bubbly. You get a lot of people interested in some of the same things that you are. Of course, your symbol we just mentioned is the centaur with the arrow always pointing upwards. Your element is fire. You are a fire sign. You share that element with both Aries and Leo. You are all fire signs. You're probably going to get along really easily together, be able to communicate very easily and effectively with one another, or people who have, a lot of fire in the first 5 planets of their chart. You're going to find it very easy to communicate with these people and get along and have a lot of common interests. Your strengths could be your weaknesses. I'm doing this for all of the signs here. Your strength is always aiming for higher, right? You're always aiming upward. You want better. You want to know more. You are interested in doing what it takes. You're interested in burying old beliefs and opinions that you once had in favor of, applying or integrating new information. You're not afraid of that stuff, but you need to figure it out yourself. The weakness that could come with that as well is that once you have reached a conclusion, you can sort of settle in that and then reach in another direction for another, in another area of your life, while you should be reaching in all areas of your life for new information or new philosophies that you can integrate and apply in all areas of your life. Your cosmic tie, of course, is with Gemini. This would make a great business or even sort of creative partner for you. Gemini can be accused of being a pretty scattered energy. It is an air sign, and it's really interested in surface level information or understanding. And you're interested in getting into the whys and the whats of those philosophies or understandings or religious beliefs, as it were. Now, they can talk about that with you till, ad nauseum, but it won't get to them necessarily. They're going to be scattered. They're going to maybe not apply the information the same way you will, but it will be an interesting partner to take into the process with you. Of course, your age for the Sagittarius is the young adult. So I would say 21 to 30. This is you not really being able to do the teenage wild child thing anymore, but not really, I need to do the RRSP. I don't need to be so responsible that I'm, I can be accused of being boring type thing. I think you're really in party mode a lot. You just want to celebrate. You're naturally into celebrating, natural partier. You might even be seeking that. That might be what you're aiming for all the time, is distraction and party. But, really honor that part about yourself, that philosopher and that intellectual sort of genius about yourself, where you don't get wrapped up in those concepts emotionally, which is wonderful because you can help teach them and you can disseminate the information without getting wrapped up in it necessarily, or without it being your undoing, which can happen oftentimes for 12th house energy or for the Pisces. And what are we looking at here? Your cosmic ties. That was your cosmic tie. Your age. The modality, of course, is mutable. You're going to be able to be flexible in any situation, whether this is, a group of drug addicts over here or members of royalty over here. You are not going to switch the mask that you wear in public. You are just you. You're going to be the same person in both environments, and it's partly why I love this about you so much. What you see is what you get. Much like the other fire signs, honestly, with Aries, kind of the same way, and with Leo, pretty much the same way. I find that Sagittarius energy has a little bit of the added, there's I don't know what I'm not trying to say dangerous, but there's something fun. There's something fun and not necessarily dangerous, but appealing. There could be sort of like a gambling feel behind it. Like, take a chance, right? Take a chance. And that's what Sagittarius brings to the table. So I really enjoy that about your energy. Of course, your attractions. I already talked about your opposite sign. I did not actually. I talked about your cosmic tie. Your opposite sign to the Sagittarian is your cosmic tie. So that is Gemini. You have a lot to learn from each other. We always have a lot to learn from our opposites. Of course, they are interested in information. They just bring a lot of information to them. And this could be very appealing for you as well. So you have a lot to learn from one another. And I did mention a moment ago about your natural attractions are going to be to other fire signs, Aries and Leo. So just some final notes for your sign here in the only astrology book you'll ever need is your most likable trait is optimism. Yeah, 100%. You are going to help someone through a very difficult time. It's not going to be difficult for you to do that. This comes naturally for you, while still honoring what they're going through. So it's a very beautiful trait about you. You're just very optimistic. You're a very glasses half full kind of person. Your lucky day is Thursday, and your lucky numbers are 5 and 7. So thank you so much for joining me for your sun sign intro to your astrology 101. I will be doing moon and rising sign series very shortly. So until then, thanks for joining me, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are a typical Sagittarius, let me know in the comments below, or let me know if this was helpful for you. So until we meet in the next video, take excellent care, everybody. Bye for now.